You think you truly know your dog. You feed them, walk them, talk to them like their family, maybe even call them your best friend. But here's something most people never realize: love alone is not enough, because every single day, without even noticing, you might be doing things your dog absolutely hates. And the worst part, they won't bark, complain, or sit you down for a conversation. They'll just endure it, silently, until one day, it shows up in their behavior. Anxiety, distance, irritation, disobedience, and you're left wondering what changed. But nothing suddenly changed. It's been building up slowly, in the small things you do every day. So, if you really care about your dog, pay very close attention now, because these 5 things might be damaging your relationship more than you think. And once you see them, you can't unsee them. Let's start with something that looks like love, but often feels like pressure. Forced affection, especially hugs. This one is hard to accept. Because, for humans, hugging is one of the purest forms of love. It's comfort, it's connection. But for many dogs, it's the exact opposite. When you wrap your arms around your dog, you're restricting their movement. You're taking away their ability to walk away, to create space. And in the canine world, that's not affection. That's control. That's tension. That's discomfort. Watch closely next time. Does your dog freeze? Do their ears pull back? Do they lick their lips or avoid eye contact? Those are not signs of happiness. Those are calming signals. Your dog is trying to diffuse a situation they don't feel comfortable in. They're saying, without words, "Please, give me space." And when you ignore that, you're teaching them something dangerous. That their signals don't matter. The second thing might feel even more surprising. Direct eye contact. You look into your dog's eyes and feel connection, but your dog might feel confrontation. In the animal world, staring is not neutral. It's a challenge, a test, sometimes even a threat. Now, yes, over time, some dogs learn that with humans it can mean affection. But that doesn't erase instinct. If your dog looks away when you stare, if they blink repeatedly, if they shift their body or seem uneasy, they're not being shy, they're trying to avoid conflict. And here's where people get it wrong. They keep staring. They lean closer. They try to force the moment of connection. But real trust isn't forced, it's given. The third mistake is subtle, but incredibly damaging over time. Impatience. You call your dog once, twice, 3 times, and nothing. Immediately, frustration kicks in. He's stubborn, she's ignoring me. But that's not what's happening. Dogs don't operate on your schedule. They don't understand urgency the way you do. When you raise your voice, repeat commands aggressively, or show irritation, you're not teaching obedience, you're creating pressure. And pressure leads to confusion, confusion leads to anxiety. And anxiety shuts down learning. A dog that's anxious doesn't think clearly. They hesitate, they freeze, or they avoid you altogether. So what looks like disobedience is often just emotional overload. The fourth thing is something most owners underestimate. Breaking routine. Changing a feeding time, skipping a walk, or moving things around the house feels small. Insignificant. But to your dog, routine is everything. It's how they understand the world. It's how they feel safe. When life is predictable, your dog can relax. But when things change suddenly and constantly, that sense of safety disappears. And what replaces it? Stress. Uncertainty. Hypervigilance. You might notice your dog becoming more reactive, barking more, following you around excessively, or even destroying things. And you think it's a behavior problem, but it's not. It's an emotional response to instability. Now, the fifth one. This one silently damages trust more than anything else. Punishment without timing. Your dog does something wrong. Maybe they chew something, pee in the wrong place, or jump on someone, and you react. You scold them. You raise your voice. Maybe even punish them. But here's the truth most people don't want to hear. If you correct your dog even a few seconds too late, they don't understand why. Dogs live in the present moment. They don't replay the past like you do. So, when punishment comes late, they don't connect it to their action. They connect it to you. To your tone. To your presence. And that creates something dangerous. Fear without clarity. Imagine being punished, but not knowing what you did wrong. That's the emotional state you're putting your dog in. Over time, this leads to a dog that becomes insecure, anxious, sometimes even reactive. Not because they're bad, but because they're confused. Now, stop for a second and think. How many of these things are part of your daily routine? How many times has your dog shown subtle signs, and you missed them, or worse, ignored them? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Most dogs are incredibly patient. They tolerate far more than they should. Not because they like it, but because they love you. And that changes everything. Because love, from your dog's perspective, isn't about hugs or control or constant attention. It's about feeling safe. Understood. Respected. That's single quotes at single quotes at single quotes. And when people hear my voice, they stop. I hope you hear my voice, they stop. I hope you listen to what I have to say, because I have to say, because I have information you need to know about knowing that their signals matter. that their space will be honored, that their voice, even silent, will be heard. So, from now on, pay attention to the small things, the moments you normally ignore, the body language, the pauses. The discomfort hidden behind obedience. Because your dog is communicating with you all the time, not with words, but with behavior. And once you start truly listening, your relationship changes completely. You build real trust, real connection, the kind that doesn't need force, pressure, or misunderstanding. So the next time you reach out to hug, pause. The next time you stare into their eyes, think. The next time you feel frustration rising, breathe and ask yourself one simple question. Am I doing this for them or for me? Because your dog already loves you. Unconditionally. The real question is, are you loving them in a way they actually understand?